Busy in studio with Anthony Johnson, Point Guard Ministries, big event, and it seems like we talk about one of these around this time of the year all the time, and it is come together with a very special event coming up Friday, December 6th, out at Laramie High School there in the main performance auditorium. The concert starts at 7, and we've got a number of different things. First of all, AJ, thanks for coming back in. How you been?
I've been just awesome, man. Thanks for having me back, man. Just got done with Thanksgiving and with family and friends. Wow, get to see a lot of football. So it's been just a good time, man.
Well, let's talk about this event, as you call it, Healing and Appreciation, a community event and a goods drive. I know it features a special performance, but let's talk about the theme of this, Healing and Appreciation, a community event and goods drive. What are we talking about here, AJ?
Well, basically, through prayer and stuff, it came to my mind about all of the things that just go on around in our country and stuff. And I was like, this would be an opportunity to use music, a wonderful choir, to bring people together, all different parts of our community, a free event, and through music that we can come together through fellowship with song and music and bringing all the different members of the community together and honoring them too. We want to thank members that come to this event too. You know, I've reached out to a variety of people in our community about this event, gave out probably almost 100 posters and almost 1,000 tickets, and it's a free event. And we just want people to come together, pastors, clergy, priests, law enforcement, first responders, teachers, just everybody in our community, officials, elected officials, you know, community leaders. And we just want to thank them. We want to thank them because we feel like we live in an awesome place where people come together and we support each other, we encourage each other. And this is just a wonderful way of doing that, to be in a place where there's face recognition, with this wonderful choir. I mean, this choir, and we'll talk about this, man. Wow, I can't believe that any of this is happening, to tell you the truth, because this is off the scale, and it's something that I had not dreamed of that we could even have here in Laramie. And I want to have a shout out to a guy who started this thing with me to get this thing happening, and he's kind of like a guy that didn't want much ink about it or anything. I talked to him a little bit yesterday on the telephone. He's working on a huge project right now. His name is Carl Gustafson. Carl, I've met many years ago, and I've always had his ear. And any of these events that we've done, he's come. I've talked to him about it. He's walked through some of the venues that we were going to use to see how it would all pan out. And he's always been in the background. And I just said, Carl, I need to let people know, man, about you, what you've been doing. He's the reason why we had this reach out with this group from Little Rock, Arkansas, Gloryland Pastor Choir. Because Carl's in the music industry. He's an artist, a recorder, songwriter, and he's an award winner. Currently, he's working on this huge project, man. This project that he's working on right now, it's called Rust Through History Recording Project. First ever novel written with songs instead of chapters and books. 375 musicians from all over the world participating.
Wow.
Incredible, David. Incredible, man. And he, right now, the last time I talked to him weeks ago, he was in Cuba. Prior to that, he was in Africa. Now he's in a recording studio in Los Angeles. And so I said, Carl, I'm going to do a shout out about what you've done and how you've helped to get this thing started and moving forward. Because it's so incredible, Dave, that I didn't even think that this thing was going to happen about a month out. Because we've been working on this, Carl and I, about 6 months out. And the funds were not there. And I had this situation, the funds not being there, budget, well underneath the budget. Let me tell you, well underneath. I got a text from Carl, man, in the morning, and it was like 2:30 in the morning, and I was like a month out, and I was like, how I'm going to tell this guy no? This is not good. This can't happen. I don't see it in the budget. And so that morning, I got up, and after getting that text 2:30 in the morning, and I just did my regular thing that I normally do, working out, and And of course, I've reached out to quite a few people in our state, outside of our state, and I just did my routine and had people praying, and then all of a sudden, one of our biggest sponsors that we've had in the past, they do this project where they give out to nonprofits, and went by an unrelated thing, and they said, and that same day they said, hey, we have a check for you, and that was an encouraging thing for me because of having a budget of not hardly anything in it, and then they budgeted to this project, and they're the major donor, and then after that, just the floodgates opened up that day for everything. I mean, I'm still in awe because I can't believe it. I'm trying to figure out a way to say no, and then all of a sudden these donations come in, and I want to. It should be known too, Dave, that all of the people that I've been talking to leading up to the event, I use an analogy of a car that's standing still and is parked. And that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a parked car. Everybody that I spoke to in this community and on the telephone saw a car moving. They saw a car moving. I'm like, how do they see a car moving? The money is not there. I see a car parked. And they all saw this car moving. So their faith really helped me for this project because I always got encouragement. And even up until the last day when I was trying to figure out a way to back out, people were like saying, no, man, car's moving.
Well, the car moved a great deal. Let's just put it that way. The car moved a long way. And now you got Gloryland Pastors Choir. You talked about them from Little Rock, Arkansas. This sounds like this makes it a special event, AJ.
It is special. We always do these events in between a couple basketball games. And, of course, the Pokes going to play Wednesday against Air Force coming up tomorrow, and then they got the big game. Well, they got two big games, both two conference games. First time ever, two conference games this time of the year.
Right.
And so we got, and then of course we got New Mexico Saturday, and so putting that together, and just a shout out to head coach Alan Atwoods for his support and him helping to MC this event also. But I tell you about this group. They've been on American Got Talent. They've opened up for the Globetrotters. They've been in Washington, D.C. And this guy that I'm working with, Pastor Cedric Hayes, he's just a humble guy. And they've done so much. They've had many competitions that they've competed in to get them to reach out to these other bigger venues. And they've won these competitions. And he's just a humble man. These kids are kids that have issues in life, but they've rescued these kids, and now they've become just vibrant members of our community. And so they'll be bringing about anywhere from 23 kids here from ages 4 on up. And he said they're kind of like a group. He said they are ordinary kids doing an extraordinary performance, man. Wow.
So you want to see this. It's Friday night at Laramie High School, the theater, the main performance auditorium there at Laramie High School. As you mentioned, it's a free event, so anyone in the community is welcome to come. Doors open at 6:30. The concert starts at 7. But you're also, in addition to the performance, and I don't want to downplay that because it sounds like unbelievable that you were able to get Gloryland Pastors Choir here from Arkansas. But on top of that, you've also got this goods drive that you're kind of partnering with Family Promise of Albany County, who I know, and I've talked with folks in that in the past, they do some great work here in the community.
Yeah, that's awesome. And we want to give a reach out to them. They're going to have a table set up there at the venue, and they're asking just for some donations, with this project, and they're helping people get back on their feet. And so we'll have a table with them manning a table there where they'll be collecting diapers of any size, diaper cream, baby wipes, baby items, feminine pads, shampoo, lotions, hand soap, dish soaps, cleaning supplies, and laundry detergents. And so we want to shout out for them and for their efforts and how they're being used in a wonderful way in our community to help people get back on their feet and back into the community and working and all those kinds of things. And so Family Promise is just an awesome organization. Dave, one other thing that I want to let you know that we're working on, because this thing has grown, the Electric Man, the Wyoming Cowboys leading the scoring leader for career scoring leader, Finis Dembo, who was featured on Sports Illustrated, is also going to be in town. And so I've talked with Finis. and we're working on having him have an appearance at our event. And we want to have him come and then kind of talk about him a little bit through this event. And of course, they're doing an honoring ceremony for him during the game, during the New Mexico game that Saturday. That game is at 2 o'clock, and so we're doing a shout out for people to come and see the Electric Man, Finis Dimble. Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. Finis was one of my heroes growing up. There's no doubt about that. So it sounds like what I know you and I talked about this. You were trying to put something together several months ago. It didn't look like it was going to happen, but boy, have things come together in the last month. And I know you're excited about that. But you just want a lot of folks in the community to come out and enjoy this.
That's it. You know, all we want is just, hey, there's a free event. You know, the students, which is incredible, Dave, is that the students right now are here for this event. It's a week prior to final week, and before final week, and before they go home for spring break. So we have our 6 man here. We have our 6 man intact to come on and cheer on the Pokes and the volleyball team who's going to be playing Thursday. So we got them still in town. We got the community in town. We got all this energy that's happening right now, man. We can bring it to Laramie. We can rock the house with these events that are going to be happening, man. It should be an exciting, fabulous, entertaining, joyful, uplifting, incredible time, David.
All right, it is the Healing and Appreciation Community Event and Goods Drive. If you've got some things that you can donate to Family Promise of Albany County, we encourage you to do so. If somebody wants to help out in any way, shape, or form, whether it's this project or maybe something in the future, how do they get a hold of you, AJ?
Yeah, just reach out with me. My cell number is 307-399-9857. I'll get some work done on my website right now, and so. But my email address is johnsona@bresnan.net. That's Johnson, JOHNSONA at BRESNAN.net. And I want to mention some other sponsors for this event. Of course, Toyota of Laramie is our major sponsor for this event. Unit Wow is one of Federal Credit Union. Hilton Garden Inn, where they will be staying. Of course, Chi Alpha, Campus Venture, FCA, Navigators, and of course, Point Guard Ministry, and some individuals. Gary Nagich, Dr. Tucker Redding, Daniel and Candy Furphy, Jacob Pinson, and then also Ed and Sherry Getz. And then a friend of mine who's also in the behind the scenes that's always helping and knows a lot about all these kinds of things is Arch Thomas. And so those are the people who've been, and there's many other people that are on the sidelines that are helping out, that are giving wisdom and giving advice. And so if you ever want to help out with any of these events that we're doing, and just reach out to me through my cell number, 307-399-9857. Come drop by and see me at my office at the Civic Center, or just shoot me an email at johnsona@bresnan.net. Love to talk to you. Love to see you come in and help out. We can use you. Thank you so much, Dave. And I want to do a wonderful shout out to my friend here, David Settle, KOWB, rocks the house. Go Pokes!
Anthony Johnson with Point Guard Ministries, and again, the event happening this Friday, December 6th, Laramie High School Theater, main auditorium there. Doors open at 6:30, and everything gets going at 7 o'clock. Appreciate Anthony Johnson for stopping by the studio here this morning.